What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 5-3. Man, I'm back again. Story time? Yeah. How, man, we going back into the prison, man. We ain't been back in the prison in a minute. We going back up into the prison. Man, as you can tell from the title, hopefully, man, this is one about the propensity that we have as individuals to take pain and punishment. To be able to take pain as punishment, man, when when you get so mad or get so fed up that you make your mind up that you know what, man, it's going down. They finna have to do something to me. When you sitting in a prison environment, that happens a lot. You get so mad at the administration, you get so mad at your situation, you get so mad at a myriad of different things, man, balled into one, that you find, you might just snap and say, man, it's going down. They're going to have to whoop me today. They're going to have to whoop me. It's on. I'm finna tell you about one of these times that it happened to me. Now, I'm one of them individuals, man. I done got rock'em sock'em robot in lockup a bunch of times by the police. You know what I'm saying? The regular lockup, shoes, holes, wherever. I done make, because I'm going to push the envelope on the police, man. I'm going to push the envelope when they piss me off. Let's do this. Right. Look, man. When I was in prison in Alabama, one of my biggest pastimes, other than playing poker, was reading books. I used to love, I couldn't even go to sleep unless I read. I used to love to read books, still do today. I like fantasy and science fiction, But anyway, a lot of times I would go to lockup. When I would go, I would take my books with me. I was trying to read something. But anyway, I take all my books with me. I kept at least 15 books at all time in my cell. So in case I get into something in another part of the prison, and the runners, what they call the runners, or the police got to go pack my stuff, get them books, man. They right up under my head of my mattress like a pillow. So anyway, this is one of these times, y'all. I'm back here in lockup. I go to shower. Now when you go to shower, the police gonna always go in your cell and search it. They gonna always go in there and, sometimes they gonna give it a hard search. Then sometimes they just gonna walk in, look around, push some stuff around, boom, and they got. Police went in my cell and took one of my fantasy books. For those who are into fantasy, y'all know who R.A. Salvatore is. One of the best fantasy writers of all time. Anyway, and he has a series out called the Driss series. Driss is a dark elf. I know y'all probably don't know what a dark elf is. Those who do, cool. Those who don't, oh well. Took one of my books, man. No. I noticed it was gone. I told y'all I'm OCD. You touch anything, move anything, I'm going to know. So when I come in off the rip, I noticed one of my books was missing. They were stacked up on the wall. Bang! I go to the door. I holler for the one time. At first, they didn't answer. Finally, I caught one of them coming across the floor because I was on the second tier. He would come across the floor putting somebody else in the shower. And I holler, I said, hey, man, who searched my cell? Who searched my cell? So they holler, who is that? I'm like, hey, man, this cell such and such. They know I'm in that cell. They know I'm a problem. So they're like, one police come to the door. What's up? I'm like, man, who searched my cell when I went to the shower? Such and such did. Why? What's up? I said, he took one of my books. You sure? So he said, well, look, I'm going to check on it. I'll be back. Come back. He said he ain't got no book. I said, man, book missing. He ain't got no book. Police leave. My next door neighbor was on the door. We looky-loos up in lockup. He was on the door when the police left out my cell with the book. And he told me like, boom, 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 hit the wall. I'm like, coming to the door. I'm like, what's up? He like, Big Tune, man, that police had a book in his hand when he left out your cell. I'm like, what? I'm like, all right. I go to beating on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Police come back. I'm like, hey, man, check this out, man. The fool say, he ain't got my book, but he do got my book. He need to hand me my book. Man, so we going back and forth to the point I say, man, you know what? Either I get my book back or y'all can get ready. What you mean get ready? Who you think you talk? I'm talking to you and the rest of your staff that you going to have to go get, because I'm finna go the F off up in here. Y'all already know me. Now, y'all know what it's going to be. Y'all know what it's going to be, man. You know what I'm saying? I go to slanging piss. I slang doo-doo. I spit. I fight. The whole hookup. Stab however I can do it. Bush in your face with a lock in the sock, a bar of soap in the sock, whatever I can get. So the police are like, man, F you, man. Do what you gonna do. Oh. Do tell. Do tell. You know? Okay, cool. And they're off. Man, look. It's what I do. It's what I do. I go get my sheet. I ain't got no razor blade at the time. But them sheets, if you wet them with like water and just nip them with that too sharp, get that little hole where you can stick your finger in there. In the soft part of that sheet, you can start ripping it. Once you start ripping it, you can tear it up. I'm going to tear some strips, a bunch of long strips. I'm going to tear up. I'm going to get that blanket, fold it up about this tall. I'm going to wrap it around my ribs because they're going to beat your ribs. Man, I'll put that thing around my ribs. Man, I pad them elbows. I pad them knees. I take one of them sheets and fold it up real thick and put it on top of my head. And I take me a bunch of strips, little thin strips, and tie it around this way, then tie it around this way where it's hard. Boom, 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 boom. I could take that blow from that billy club. Because they gonna put it on me. They ain't gonna have no choice. But boy, when I go off, it's a problem. So once I get that all done, man, I plug that toilet up and I go to flooding. Y'all. I go to flooding. I'm gonna block the bottom of the door so the water don't go out, so the water get about that tall. When I get that water about that tall, man, I'm gonna take them state socks. I'm gonna pull them socks on over whatever shoes I got on. Cause I done squoze baby oil and shampoo in the water that's down there. You know, your feet hit that, that socker grip that floor a little bit better than your boot or your bare feet. Boom. Now I'm gonna go to beating on that door, kicking. Boom, 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 boom. I'm kicking for boom, boom. I turn around and kick backwards, mule kick. Boom, 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 boom. Now I done blocked the window off where they can't see in. So they come in, man, you better, we gonna woo woo out. Boom, boom. I'm beating the door in their face. I'm going off on them. Man, your mama, fool. Da 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 da. Yeah, we coming in there. Come on. I'm beating for all I'm worth the whole time. I want them to come. Come on. When they get to the front of the door, now water done seeped out at the bottom, so they don't know how much I got, but it is seeped out. They know it's water in there. Man, I pull that whatever I had blocking that door back. All that water gonna rush out. So when they go to try to rush up in there, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. They got them plastic boots on anyway, so it really ain't doing nothing. It's a psychological thing. You know what I'm saying? If I was able to get a hole in my mattress where I could stick my hand through there and hold it up, because they come in with that electric shield, man, that electric shield gonna make you dance. That's another reason why I try to flood the floor, try to discourage them from using that electric shield, because that floor is all wet. Man, but when they crack that door, they talk what they gonna do, man, come on, man, let's do this. Man, they crack that door, boom, they rush up in there. I try to rush them out onto the tier. But, I'm strong, but, it's like 8 of them. Man, they rush me back in. I go to backpedal. Boom. I hit the back bunk. I get low because they got a shield. It ain't the electric shield, regular shield. But I get low because they trying to beat me in the top of the head over the top of the shield. But I got my stuff. I got my stuff. I got a sock. I ain't got but 1 bar of soap in it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I had at the time. I done tied it up. I called myself swinging at them. Bink, bink. They got on the whole hookup. I can't do nothing to them. I don't care if I can or can't. I'm just doing something because I'm mad. Man, boom. They get you there. They got me down. Boy, they go to work at me then. Boom, boom, bang, boom, bang, boom. Hit me with the stick. Not beat me like, but they want to punch me with it. Boo, boo, all in the ribs. Remember, I got that blanket around my ribs, though. Boom, boom, boom. I got my clothes on over it. Boom, boom, boom. So now, once I see, I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing but curl up. One thing, man, you better not never do. You better not never, man, don't go to hollering. That's something, I don't care how bad, I ain't finna do no hollering. You learn that in Cali prison real quick, man. Don't show no weakness, better not holler. You hollering? Cause the police, and you down there, what? You finna see a bad day about that. So after they beat me, boom, 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 boom. They drag me out by the feet, cuff me up, get me down to the infirmary. They gotta check me. Little lumps and bruises, picks and packs, lallywags. They trying to talk me about it, man. Too, you ain't had to, man. Yeah, man, I want my book. And the dude had my book, y'all. The dude was up in the cube reading my book. So the sergeant like, man, all this for a book. I said, man, that's my book. I want my book, man. He finally went and got the book. I said, you could have did this from the giddy up. We would have never had to do none of this. I'm talking that talk. I extended my lockup. I extended my time in lockup for about another 35, 40 days. It is what it is. Another day at the funny farm, man. It's another day at the funny farm, you know. But anyway, meantime, between time, y'all, man, tell the people you love them. And don't forget, homie, I represent the gangsters. You know, Avalon gangsters. I'm out. Peace. When I call, then you pop. Don't nobody drop. You better bring it to the block. Fuck the cops. You better squeeze until it's empty. I put that on 50. She's with it. Are you hit me? Hey gang, swing gang, what it looks at. 5 tray, yeah, third that. 488, 11 6. So when you slide down the 8, you're getting clapped at. Heads up until my days up.